You talk about Travis Kelsey at the combine, the tight end out of Georgia.
Oh, bro, I want him so bad.
Is that the guy that could maul the sled that nobody else could
Yeah,
push?
Yes, no other tight end could move it more than like 3 yards. That dude moved it 5 in like 2 seconds.
I want
Massive
him,
human
man.
being. Oh, I watched him play. Dude can move. Somebody is moving up the big board to get him. No questions about it.
I think that's another position we have to address this year as well. It's probably tight end.
How many
This
times are
looks
we going
like
to
it's.
address that position?
I mean, this is going to be a very deep tight end class, and usually for the NFL, you need year or two to acclimate them into everything. Travis isn't going to be young forever, so if you can get a guy in there who's physical and can catch the ball and move like him, I want him on our team. We've been doing
Well,
all
if
this
it's
tight end
if
sets
it's
this
not
year.
if
Imagine
it's
that.
not him, I don't really want anybody else. Let me just say that. We have decent backup tight ends right now. If it's not that freak athlete, I don't want it.
Exactly. All right, where's Aaron going? They've been talking about going home to San Francisco. I don't think they make the trade for him unless they're willing to let Trey Lance walk along, and I don't think Green Bay is willing to take that with Jordan having Jordan Love there. Um, the Jets have the 13th overall pick. That's been, the Jets were either going to go after Aaron or they were going to go after Derrick. I think they let Derrick walk because they may have an inkling on something going on with Aaron, or they could just be the Jets and like fucking it all up like the Jets usually do. What the man went through a dark room and then has said absolutely nothing.
I I don't think Aaron Rodgers is a New York guy, but I could be just completely misreading him.
I don't
Um,
think he's a guy that belongs pretty much any city across the entire world.
Except for
well,
prison.
I I think reuniting with Devontae Adams in Vegas would be boring for the NFL. But I could see Aaron Rodgers vibing in Vegas, to be totally honest with you.
I don't
Um,
they don't have the cash and they don't have the capital. That's the one
no.
thing. Like, yeah, I would agree with you that that looks like the most logical move for him. But as far as having the capital to be able to trade for him, and then on top of that, be able to pay for him, they can't cut their current head coach because they don't have enough money to pay him and then an entire new coaching staff.
I got a surprise team for you for Rodgers. The Carolina Panthers.
Boring. I would rather see him go to New York. There's more fun talent in New York.
There's way, way more fun talent in New York, but NFC South is complete dog shit.
That's true.
Panthers have a very solid defense.
Tom Brady's gone.
They have the draft capital there. I know it's the NFC as well, but that could be a pretty surprising team.
Former Devontae Adams quarterbacks going at it. Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr.
Which one's the real Hall of Fame?
I don't
Hot take, it's
I don't
not
think
Aaron
Tapper
Rodgers.
I don't think Tapper goes for that. No way. Oh man. I don't think Tapper goes for it. The owner for the Panthers.
Who are
I
they?
Hey,
think
Who is
it's
their
that
quarterback
whoever's
next year then? Sam Darnold again?
PJ
You got to
Walker.
be shitting me.
I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do, but I if Aaron Rodgers was an option, that the rumors of that would already be out.
I've heard a few little things about it.
So what happens? So Derek Carr is gone, and Aaron Rodgers. That I don't see that happening. If it doesn't happen to the Raiders, what do the Raiders do with Devontae Adams?
They keep him.
Ooh,
He
I got
doesn't
a
want
good
to
one for
stay.
this. Give him to us.
Dude, that'd be nuts. That would be nuts. I would take him. I don't want Nuke. Give me Devontae
Why
or
don't
give
you
me
want
nothing.
Nuke? Let's go ahead and get into that shit. Why do Chiefs fans not want Nuke?
No.
Steroid boy?
Most Chiefs fans do want Nuke. That's the thing. On Twitter, on radio, everybody's been talking about getting Nuke, except for a couple people, including myself. I have been on the train of
I think there's
not
enough.
wanting DeAndre
I've
Hopkins.
seen plenty of it that people don't want him.
That's surprising. I haven't seen
There's
it.
a lot of Julio Jones comparisons to where like after he switched teams from the Falcons, he really fell off.
I think
Um,
that
That's
has
not
a
new.
lot. I th- I think that has a part to do with it. Nuke has played. He has not played a full season in 2 years. Let's go back and look at this past season. He was suspended for 6 games. So he started at week 7 and then didn't make it past week 15. He did nothing while he was on the field. Granted, his
that's
team
not
was
true.
awful. His team was
They said his
awful.
17 game projection was like 1,200 yards.
And they
Yeah.
still lost every single game. It didn't account for anything.
Well, you had
I
Cliff
would
Kingsbury as your head
if
coach.
it's the right, it always comes down to like
They
the
made the
right price.
playoffs
Like
and
if
were
he's gonna
nearly the
ask
number
for
one seed the year
way
before.
too much, I'm not gonna pay him. But
that's where I was going
I
to
would
get.
love to have D Hop on the team.
So yeah, would you love to have D Hop on the team for the D Hop that you know minus the past 2 years? Yes, that's what you want. But what has he shown us in the last 2 years? That he can't stay on the field. He's either shooting himself up or he's getting injured. He's done that for I should say, because it was an injury 2 years ago, and this past season it was PEDs, and then he got injured and couldn't stay healthy and stay on the field. So D Hop now is showing us that his body is not being able to handle the rigorous ins and outs of an NFL season. So that's number one. Number two, he already came out and said that wherever he goes, he wants to have more, he wants a new contract. He wants more money than he's already making, which means that at $27 million per year is what he's already making, is that he wants more than that, which means you're going to bring in a 31-year-old that you have to trade a minimum of a second round pick for and pay him more than Tyreek Hill to have him on the field less than Tyreek Hill.
I
really going to do that?
Don't want him for that price, but I would love to.
Really going to do that?
But
if he's coming in for sub 12, fine, bring him in. If he's not coming in for sub 12, get him out.
If we can renegotiate between 20 and 24,
too much.
Upper teens.
Okay,
I'm doing that.
You're saying this. You're saying for the past 2 years, his injury worries, his
especially with how much money we just freed up.
Guess what? All of our receivers of the past 2 years, they get injured no matter what. So would you rather have D Hop or would you rather have other receivers that are injured?
How many games have our injured receivers missed that are our number one receiver?
McCole missed a lot. Juju missed a lot. I mean,
Juju was our number one receiver. How many games did he miss?
3.
Okay, how many games did
he actually do something that was D Hop?
How many games did D Hop miss this past season?
I don't know. You just told us.
He only played in 9.
How many
games did he play the year before? He only played in 10. So he played in 19 games out of what, 36?
He was also in Arizona. We all saw how shitty that field was.
I don't care.
Terrible training staff.
Body starts to break down. You're over 30 years old. Your body starts to break down. You're going to pay this guy $30 million a year to do that?
Yet we have one of the best training staffs in the league.
Not by player polls.
They're just saying that.
F.
They're just saying that so we get better stuff.
They gave us an F.
Yeah, I don't care what that says. We see with our eyes how shitty Arizona is.
Clark Hunt don't care about that either.
I would love it.
Pat's ankle's looking pretty good, guys.
It does look good. Listen, if he wants to come in for the right price and less than a second, fine.
It always comes down to that, though.
Arizona Cardinals gave him a 6.
If it's the right price, I'd take anybody. Damn it.
The Arizona Cardinals got him for a 6. You want us to pay a second for him and give him $30 million? Don't think so. No, not happening.
Well, this could be very reminiscent of a Tom Brady getting Randy Moss situation. You're getting an older receiver.
What did Randy Moss get? What was Randy Moss' contract in New England?
I don't know the numbers.
He got a 1-year, $5 million deal.
Okay, if you use that and you put inflation into today's
game, inflation,
it's really close.
No. It's sub 12. Fuck out of here. I think it was like a 1-year, $2 or $3 million deal. Like he went somewhere where he could win a ring. He performed. He left and got his money. You're going to bring in a guy who isn't healthy. Randy Moss was healthy. Randy Moss was playing. They didn't think he would stay that way, and they got rid of him. He went somewhere on a 1 year make it or break it deal, and he got it, and then he went out and made more money. Nuke, this is the end of his career. We are seeing the end of days with DeAndre Hopkins. There's a reason why he's taking PEDs, and it's because his body can't hold up after all the years of being double and triple teamed and getting 2,000 yards receiving, and like he's just not going to be able to take it anymore.
I think he'll be used differently in Kansas City.
This just doesn't matter when you're double and triple covered, man.
Yeah, but you'll also have Travis
Not
Kelce
Travis
on your
Kelce.
team.
He's not.
You'll have Sky Moore out there, Kadarius Toney.
Are you willing to pay him $30 million? Are you
let
willing?
him finish? Let him finish his contract out, and we'll talk later.
He doesn't want to finish his contract.
Well,
you trade.
If he gets traded, guess what? Too bad. You're under contract.
Do you have a no contract clause or no trade clause?
I think he wants to get out of Arizona no matter what. So
I mean, I don't disagree, but there's going to come the pressure with that. If you're the Kansas City Chiefs and you make the trade for him, and there is any sort of disgruntlement where, hey, I want a new contract, you don't make the trade. You don't make the trade if somebody wants a new contract and you're not willing to give it to them. You don't do it.
We'll see what happens. But switching up to another receiver here, he is still a free agent, and we talked about him a shitload, and I have not heard a single thing about him in months. Odell Beckham Jr.
Don't stop.
Bringing it back.
I'm about to mute myself. I want it.
Go ahead and mute yourself then. Me and Tabitha will talk about it.
Go ahead.
OBJ. Do we send a flyer at him? Do we send a 1 year flyer, prove it deal?
I mean, I think at this point, I am all for bringing on every injury-prone receiver that's out there. We got Juju and Kadarius Toney, and then the rookie Sky Moore on the books. Let's just rotate 7 different combinations of groups of receivers out there. Just all people just getting hurt at different times.
Have you seen how much
D-Hop,
OBJ is
Odell,
asking for?
No, and
it's not worth it.
Hey, I thought you said you were going to mute yourself.
I didn't. Eat me.
What's the number? What's he asking?
He's looking at
Is he really being that stupid? Does he want to play football?
The rumors from his agent as of a few weeks ago, they were looking for
the NBA, man.
They were looking for a 3-year deal, average 20.
Oh God!
Average more. It was.
I don't want him on the team for 3 years.
No.
Let's get these 1 year contracts going.
Yeah.
It was like he was looking for a 3-year above $20 million a year.
We'll give him a contract like we gave Juju this year. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll incentivize a little bit of it. But
and that's the other thing. That's the other thing about him is I told you guys throughout the year last year and everyone else that he's not playing this past season. Nobody believed me. Guess what? He didn't even sign for anyone because why? He wasn't available to play all last season. He's just like D-Hop. He's done. He's finito, over with. Let him go to LA. Let LA pay him $25+ million a year.
LA can't do that.
They're getting rid of Allen Robinson. They're cutting Allen Robinson, so they'll have the money to.
They're cutting him?
Yeah.
These guys are getting done.
They've allowed him to seek a trade, but if he can't find a trade, they're just going to cut him.
What type of?
What type of?
Early in their career.
Just the receivers are getting, and running backs, I guess. These guys are done just much earlier and earlier in their careers.
If you're the Chiefs, what do you give up for Derrick Henry? Do you give up anything for Derrick Henry? You don't take Derrick Henry?
Not a cent.
No.
You don't want D-Hop, and you're getting mad at us for Derrick Henry?
We don't run the ball. We don't run the ball.
He catches.
He does not catch.
No.
He is not a
He just had his best receiving year this year.
Congratulations.
What, I'm not
gonna bank my offense on the screen game with Derrick Henry.
What are you talking about? It's just a bigger version of Jamal Charles.
Not a chance.
I'd give a third for him.
Give us his stats for receiving this year.
I'm getting it.
His best year in receiving. Oh my goodness.
What's his best year in receiving?
What do you have? 28 catches?
Receiving yards
200 yards.
this year, he had 400 yards, 33 receptions on 400 yards.
33 instead of 28, Sean.
That was close.
His longest was 69. Nice.
Nice.
And he fumbled it. So
Nah, but I mean, I'd give a third up. If they take a third for it, I'd give him a third because his contract is also 6 million, 4 million, 2 million that you have to pay him, and then he's off the books.
It's
If
all
you
about
want to
the
be able
asking
to work,
price, man. If a third rounder is all
For
it
sure.
takes, like, I mean, yeah,
that's what
throw
I'm
it out
saying. Like
there.
it's all about the
if
asking price.
that's what I'm saying, because if you can it's Derrick Henry. Sure, we're not a running team, but you bring
Oh,
Derrick Henry in, and now you become somewhat of a running team. You get to use uh, him and Pacheco like Zeke and Tony Pollard should have been used, and Zeke would be way better off than he is right now.
we send Clyde over with a 7th round pick. Who says no?
They say no, but I'd take
They
it.
say no.
I mean, they traded AJ Brown last year, so anything could happen.
They got a pretty decent haul for AJ Brown.
Derrick Henry's not AJ Brown, so they're not going to get a huge haul for him.
A 5th rounder and Clyde.
Sweeten the deal a little bit.
Give him one of our 2 4th-round picks and Clyde. Have fun.
If that
Just take
legitimately
Clyde.
was all it took, like, sure.
Because also, again, he's not going to break the bank. They already owe him his guaranteed money. So without his guaranteed money, whoever has Derrick Henry next year would only pay him 6 million, 4 million, and 2 million to finish out his contract, and then he's probably going to walk off into the sunset, or be strolled out in a wheelchair.
I mean, if he's there, why not?
Hell, play him at left tackle. Big enough.
Big need.
Big need.
Big knees. But all right.